तेरो त्यो छ नि मलाई फुटबल जस्तो लाग्छ राउन्ड एन्ड ब्युटिफुल You के
It is understandable that the late 90s movies were perverted with many scenes which were not just only absurd but also problematic. These scenes were such problematic retrospecting now that we begin to feel how did the censor board even pass such scenes in the movie. This absurdness has still been carried out in movies releasing till date. We say we have become more aware as filmmakers and responsible to our society, but when we see some of the scenes releasing in movies till date, we have to face palm really hard. Among these scenes, one is the blatant objectification of women in the name of comedy, which is still prevalent in many contemporary movies. So today, I have brought you 5 most ridiculous and embarrassing movie scenes from Nepali cinema. Let's start the video. Love Station. This 2019 movie, which starred Pradeep Khadka and Jasita Gurung in lead roles, was mediocre at best. The same old prehistoric story with cover of fake rendition didn't do much to save the movie at all. Here in this movie, there is a character of a cop, which we can see is just put for a comedic purpose and is in a search of a woman. His sole purpose in this movie is just to ogle at random women for the sake of finding the woman with birthmark on her chest, thus creating some most embarrassing movie scenes to witness. The objectification of women and portraying them sexually is rather problematic to watch. The writers definitely needs to learn what's okay and what's not to present in the name of comedy. So another movie is Dreams. We must all are aware of this banal romantic ride, which was the debut movie of Samragi Aryal Shah and starred Anmol Kesi opposite her.
Sweet at the beginning, but dull at the end.
Even in big budget movies like these, the objectifying women for the sake of comedy is perpetuous. On a scooter ride from office to home, the character of Samragi gives lift to Anmol on her scooter, and just for this scene to produce gags on screen, Anmol grabs the breasts of Samragi, which is not funny at all and is rather absurd. Actually, they tried to copy this scene from the famous movie Dictator, but made a joke out of it. This scene was funny.
Could you please take your hands off my breasts?
Those are breasts? I thought you were a boy.
This is not.
Oi, bistare!
हाथ निकालो कहाँ से बातें को?
Oh shit, gadi! Watch it! Oh shit!
The writers must know the difference. Shambu. This revenge action flick was written and directed by Rupesh Tamang and starred Anup Vikram Shahi and Barsha Shivakoti in lead roles. This below-average movie thought it would be a good idea to show an eve-teasing scene on screen by actually physically showing a guy grabbing a butt of a woman on camera. See how camera focuses on her butt while the action takes place. And the more ridiculous was the reaction from the girl after that, which sane woman would just shake it off when someone intentionally tries to touch her, and that without her consent. Absolutely ludicrous.
Nonsense, you के गरेको?
देखेनौ? तिमीलाई माया गरेको.
Idiot.
Also, with this, I just want to highlight another aspect, which is the representation of LGBTQI people on screen. In this scene, the boys are discussing about hiring a dance guru, and no surprise, the stereotypical portrayal of LGBTQI people as the typical dance teacher is still adamant in this movie as well.
मस्ती तिमीसँग हैन. तिम्रो डान्स स्टुडेन्ट रितिकासँग गर्ने.
What? त्यसो भए मलाई किन किडन्याप गरेको त?
The third installment in the series, Emiro Hajur 3, starred Anmol Kesi and Sohana Thapa in the lead roles, and was directed by Charna Thapa. It's understandable that the movie revolves around young teenagers and occasional double meaning jokes are acceptable. But in this movie, there is the character Moti. Yes, Moti. Kudos to the naming a character according to her size, who remarks upon the sexual and double meaning jokes throughout the movie. The double meaning jokes gets more and more absurd throughout the movie. You have to watch the movie to witness it. And yes, this movie was directed by a woman.
Arya, jogon पर्छ है छाती र थाई.
टिटीहरुको माथि तला माथि मोटी बस्नु छौ के रुम.
So finally, culminating this list, we have Rasamfilipi. Directed by Pranab Joshi, this 2015 movie starred Vinay Shrestha, Menaka Pradhan, Kameswar Chaurasia in the lead roles. The movie was also well settled in our minds as the earthquake movie, where the earthquake occurred on the second day of the release in theaters. Here, Kameswar Chaurasia plays the character of Haria, who is constantly horny and keeps boasting about it. Kameswar himself is a good actor, which he has proved from various movies, but since this was his big break movie with major screen time, I can understand his desperation and succumbing to everything that the poor and ridiculous script demanded. First of all, just hear the background music when his character appears on the screen. And this particular scene was what made me go, what the f***? Here, Haria literally rapes. Yes, rapes a goat to prove his dominance over the village. And all that to prove what? Nothing. Just to anticipate a few gags throughout this hugely problematic scene. It's just absurd thinking why Kameswar even agreed upon doing this particular scene. Totally speechless with this thought. Sometimes I feel, what would the writers feel when they are jotting down these embarrassing scenes on script and anticipate laughter from it. Also, the problematic portrayal of women are another aspect. We have very less women writers who are working and can fit into the shoes of women character and portray them as human and not as an object. It's sad to see such scenes making into the final cut in movies releasing till date. I can just hope that our writing would eventually be grounded with responsibilities to our community and society, and writers will not fall prey to cheap gags in the name of comedy. We can just hope more sensible writing and more women writers would replace this garbage writing. So yeah, that's it for the video for today, guys. I shall meet you on my new video. I can't promise, but I'll try to post a new video each week. So let's hope for it. If you have any suggestion about me on my channel or any suggestions for the video, follow me on my Instagram handle that is on the computer screen, which goes by movie_geek_Nepal. And I'll meet you on my next video. Till then, ciao.